Here I have the all-new OnePlus 13 and the cheaper but still mighty OnePlus 13R. Now, if you're thinking of picking up these two phones but you're just not quite sure which one to pick up, hey, you've come to the right video. In this video, I'll cover some of the more important differences that you'll notice on a day-to-day basis as an average consumer instead of a tech geek. So let's go ahead and start. Now, right off the bat, I will admit I actually like the look and feel of the OnePlus 13R a bit more. It kind of mimics your typical smartphone. Completely flat on the back, completely flat on the display, and matte side rail, so your fingerprints aren't gonna get this phone looking dirty. Now, on the flip side, the OnePlus 13R is kind of the complete opposite. Right off the bat, very, hey camera focus, thank you. Very shiny and very glossy on the side rail, so your fingerprints are gonna kind of make this phone look not really good after 5 seconds of using it. Now the rear panel, it's completely flat, almost 99% flat. There's a nice subtle 2.5, come on camera, don't let me down. Camera, don't let, all right, I think I did the trick. So a very, very subtle 2.5D curve on the back and on the front. I love it because it kind of makes back swiping feel a little bit more good. Now, another difference is that the OnePlus 13, just because it's partnered with Hasselblad, you do get that Hasselblad logo on the back, whereas on the 13R, you don't, because there is no partnership with Hasselblad on this, and Hasselblad is supposed to make your photos look better. But is that true? We'll find out. The OnePlus 13 does have a sharper display, 3168 by 1440 compared to 2780 by 1264. And the glass itself is ceramic guard on the 13 and Gorilla Glass 7i on the 13R, which means that the OnePlus 13 is going to be just a little bit more scratch resistant than the 13R. But I'm pretty sure most of you are going to wear a case anyway or a screen protector, so that's always the best way to do it. Other than that, both of these have LTPO 4.1, both of these have 1600 nits of high brightness mode, and both of these have up to 4500 nits of peak brightness, which is it's blinding, honestly. These displays look great outside. But I will be honest, I'm not really a fan of the placement of the fingerprint sensor on the OnePlus 13R. It's really kind of far down on the phone, and you kind of have to stretch your thumb all the way down to activate it, whereas on the OnePlus 13, the fingerprint sensor is, in my opinion, in the correct placement. It's a lot easier for your thumb to get on. But hey, look, they are both really fast, so no worries there. When it comes to performance, I mean, come on, they are both OnePlus phones. Your time with it is going to be exceptional. Of course, if you want the best, you have to pay the best, and that is, of course, the OnePlus 13. It comes with the all-new Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, whereas the 13R comes with the year-old Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. But to be completely honest with you guys, I didn't really notice that big of a difference. I've never run into any crashes, any bugs, any glitches. Both of these phones are blazing fast. And oh hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, definitely subscribe for more no BS tech videos. I always say it how it is, and no company is going to pay me otherwise. Now, in my opinion, and amongst some polls online, one of the biggest deciding factors in people purchasing a new phone is the camera performance. And like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, the OnePlus 13 is partnered with Hasselblad, so supposedly the photos are, well, supposed to look better, right? Well, let's take a look. From what I can tell, the color reproduction is maybe just a little bit more true to life on the OnePlus 13, and the selfie camera on the OnePlus 13 is definitely better as well. But you know, I believe the biggest difference is going to be during those very zoomed in shots. The OnePlus 13 has a much better telephoto lens that not only has larger optical reach, but digital reach as well. Overall, the photos look fantastic on either of the two phones. I can't really say that the OnePlus 13 is miles ahead of the 13R, but they are both really, really good. Now, video, on the other hand, is really different in terms of the settings. So with the OnePlus 13, it can record 4K 60 among all the lenses. That's with Dolby Vision HDR, which is quite impressive. And this also goes up to 8K 30. Now, with the OnePlus 13R, it only goes up to, well, I mean, only goes up to, it's still really good, 4K 60, right? but not with Dolby Vision HDR. And the front-facing camera of the OnePlus 13R only goes up to 1080p 30. That's kind of upsetting, especially in 2025, still being limited to 1080p 30 on the front-facing camera is a bit of a letdown, and obviously no HDR as well. Now again, with the OnePlus 13, you have 4K 60 on the selfie camera. That's with Dolby Vision HDR, so that's really, really impressive for the OnePlus 13. Now the battery capacity of these monsters, it's not 5,000 milliamp hours, it's not 5,500 milliamp hours, it's 6,000 milliamp hours. Yeah, no, I read that correctly, 6,000. In normal use, you will not drain these phones in a single day. It's not gonna happen, it's not possible, I've tried it. I mean, the only way to do it is if you open up your camera, go to 8K recording, and just let it record the entire day. I mean, that's it. Then, yeah, you'll drain the phone. In normal use, though, these two phones, both of these phones, are a day and a half to 2 days long. I mean, they are that good. I've reviewed probably close to 100 phones by now on my YouTube channel, and these two phones are among the best battery performers that I have ever tested. I mean, I'm being honest. Now, where you will notice the difference is the charging speeds, and I believe that's because of the battery layout, because on the OnePlus 13, it's actually a 2-cell design. So there are 2 batteries in here that equal that 6,000 milliamp hours compared to the OnePlus 13R. All these names are getting confusing. So the 13R has a single cell 6,000 milliamp hours. So this phone will charge at 55 watts, so 0 to 100% in about an hour, maybe slightly less. With the OnePlus 13, again, thanks to that 2-cell design, you can push more wattage into it without really harming the battery. So this charges at 80 watts, so 0 to 100% will take you roughly 30 to 35 minutes. And I mean, that is truly impressive. IP ratings are also kind of vastly different. So the OnePlus 13R has the same IP rating as the OnePlus 12, which is IP65. Keep in mind the standard nowadays is IP68, which is what the OnePlus 13 has, but it also takes it a step further. You have IP68 and IP69, which means your phone can survive high pressure water jets. Now look, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know in which scenario you would have to be in for that to matter, but just know that it can. The USB ports are slightly different. On the OnePlus 13, you have USB 3.2 Gen 1 compared to USB 2.0 on the OnePlus 13R. All I can say here is if you're never really transferring things from your phone to maybe some external storage or to your computer, this is not going to matter. But for those of you who do and you need those higher speeds or you want those higher speeds, then definitely the OnePlus 13 is the one to get. Now, both phones do come with AI features because keep in mind, even though the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 is a year old by now, it's still AI capable, and that's always a big win. So we have features like the AI Detail Boost, AI Eraser, AI Unblur, and AI Reflection Eraser, which actually works really damn good. And of course, both phones have access to the Circle to Search from Google, so you can just circle what you're trying to find, and then hopefully it'll find it for you. And in this case, it did. Nice. Now, as always in OnePlus fashion, both of these phones do include a charger in the box. Thank you, OnePlus. Most of these companies out here are taking things away from us and sometimes even charging more for their phones. Meanwhile, OnePlus is like, here you go. Here's a pre-installed screen protector. Here's a charger in the box. All you need, boom, it's already. It's ready. You unbox it, you get the whole experience. Big thumbs up. So look, if you're stuck between the two phones and you're not really sure which one to get, I'm going to be honest, I think 90% of people out there are going to be more than happy with the OnePlus 13R. Now, if those missing features are important for you and you just really need to have them, you cannot live without them, maybe you work too hard and you really just want the best, then yeah, the OnePlus 13, of course, is going to be the better phone because, well, it is the better phone. But again, those few features, they're not really going to be important for a whole lot of people out there. I mean, heck, I went to my nephew's school play last month in December, and this lady on her iPhone 16, I believe it was, she was recording using 1080p 30, not even 4K 60, you know? So it's safe to assume majority of people won't know, they won't care. They just want a good phone that's smooth, great battery, great display, great speakers, and it just works. So the OnePlus 13R, great phone. The OnePlus 13, better phone. That's kind of it. So which of these two phones have your attention? Let me know down below in the comment section. And if this video helped you out, definitely click that like button. It's free for you, but it helps me and the channel out a lot, and I always truly appreciate it. And like I said, if you're new here, you like no BS tech videos, definitely subscribe. And as always, this was Mark from Mark's Tech. Adios.